What's up everybody? John from High Jiu-Jitsu, Mr. Sven over here. Today we're going to have a look at a couple little details that might change how effective your mount becomes so that you can maintain the position and eventually start looking at getting these submissions happening. So, I come on top and I'm in mount. One thing we have to understand, Sven, how much do you deadlift?
200 kilos?
200 kilos. This guy deadlifts 200 kilos. Make a bridge, Sven. Look at this. These hips are mega strong. Now, if I sit on top of Sven's hips and he starts to make a bridge, I'm going to get thrown off and there's no two ways about that. So what I have to think about is eventually coming in and coming underneath these elbows. Because when I come underneath these elbows, that's how my hips are going to start to come above his spine towards his head and, most importantly, move away from this big strong mechanic which is his hips. So what I can do right here is I start to come, I'm going to get a nice little grip. The way I get a grip is get your 4 fingers on the inside and start to just do a bit of a jackhammer and start to come down to here. Sometimes guys, if there's not much grip here, what I'm going to do is start to lift his head up and his back off the ground and punch towards you. And I get a punch, now I've got way more space right here. So I come underneath, I get my 4 fingers into here. I can now make a bit of a post. So all my weight's going to come onto this right arm. So I can keep Sven's shoulder blade and his whole shoulder girdle connected just here. Now from here, I don't want to come straight up, okay? Because Sven's going to be really strong in holding me down with his elbows. What I have to do instead is come and make a bit of an angle, okay? Come underneath this elbow right here and start to come up, okay? We're starting to call this the high mount position, okay? A few little things that we're going to need to consolidate. Firstly is this gap. I do not want Sven to bring this elbow to the ground here. If he starts to move his head out this way and brings his elbow to the ground, yep, he's going to start to make a frame on the inside here, and then my mount is pretty much gone. So instead of doing that, I'm going to come underneath and make sure that this knee is underneath towards his shoulder, okay? As I do this, I'm going to keep coming up so that my hips come behind the person's shoulder and behind the humerus bone. Sven, make that bridge now. See, it doesn't affect me anywhere near as much as what I did before. Okay, here you keep doing that and it's just going to allow me to come in and make these submissions happen even better. Now, here's the next step. I'm almost in a high mount, but what I have to think about doing is as I'm holding his shoulder down, my hips are starting to come up towards my hand. Okay, I want Sven's elbows to be up towards the ceiling. So, the next step here, and this is the part that people kind of tend to get a little bit off and wrong, and it leads to an escape, is this leg. This leg here is doing okay for the moment, but I want to start making a submission of these arms. So what I don't want to do is start to bring this leg up like this. Whoop, I just lost that arm. Instead, what I'm doing is I'm keeping my femur connected all the time to his humerus. Okay, this upper arm right here. As I do that, the way I do that is I start to extend the leg. Okay, my toes come up towards the ceiling and I activate the back muscles of my leg. Okay, I do that and now I start to turn this way. And now I'm going to start to hook my heel. It's going to come to this opposite knee. Okay, now from here, it's a very, very nice position. Sven, how you feeling down there?
Yeah, it's not too comfy.
It's not too comfy, huh? Can you move your hips? Can you bring your elbows? Sorry, move your hips. Yeah, it's not affecting me anymore because my weight is up towards his head rather than down at his hips and his pelvis. And now from here, these arms aren't going to be very strong either. So what I can start to do is start to catch, come across, and I've got control of these arms right now. It depends on what Sven wants. Sometimes the obvious arm to go for right here is going to be this right one of Sven's. So what I can do is I can control, bring my hand all the way around, thumb comes into my collar. I'm not slouching my spine either, I'm keeping my hips forward and my head up towards the ceiling. Imagine as though you've got like a hook at the top of your head and it's pulling you all the way up. Now I'm moving my weight over to this right leg, start to come across, just to here. Now I can sit back, and now right here, I'm controlling the arm, grab like a hitchhike position. Yes, I can give you my handshake, and I'm going to bring the pinky towards the ground over this side. Don't come right through the middle, that hurts boys, doesn't it? Instead, what we do is we bring the pinky over this side, okay, and go against your femur and make this armbar happen right here. Keep your elbow in to avoid that hitchhiker's escape as well. So then do this again. I'm not here. Instead, I'm making a little bit of a jackhammer. Bring the 4 fingers on the inside of the collar. Start to get a nice good grip right here. Now slide in between this gap between the person's elbow and his ribs. Come across. Now start to come on. Okay. Now from here is this elbow that's going to be the problem. So what I want to do is bring my femur underneath this elbow. Okay. And now I start to extend the leg. I start to turn and I'm hooking. Okay. This is the position I'm after. Get to the end of the arm. If I fight for his elbow, Sven's a strong dude, it's going to be very hard. So I've got to think about how I can get the most effectiveness here, and that's going to be to come towards his hand. So here it's going to be a lot easier to come in. Okay? Get the thumb into the collar, hips up. Okay? Bring your weight over to this leg. Now I'm going to come across with this one. I can control this arm here as well, so I can keep myself anchored, and I come down to here. Knees together. Okay, find the end of the stick, give the person a handshake, and that's going to be my armbar finish. Should give an extra one more. Let's say Sven's an intelligent dude, okay? I'm coming under here, I've found this high mount position, and so far so good, okay? He's defending, I could start to attack this one. We're going to do his Sven. Yeah, perfect. He's just giving it to me there. So now I extend, I turn, I catch this one. Sven, a lot of the times he's going to be defending over this side, okay, and he really is fighting for this arm. So sometimes what you can do instead is come over the top and then catch this one, okay. If he wants to defend that one, no problems, I'll take this one. So what I can do here is I've got my shoulder up towards my ear, okay, I'm hugging, okay, his hand, and I'm controlling the end of the stick one more time. Now I'm going to keep a straight arm, get the radius bone just below his elbow, and now I start to pull in here. That's going to be an arm by this side. So I can arm by this one very easily. If he's defending this one, you're just going to look for the other side. Come under to here, or across to here. Control, come in, and get that finish right there. And that's the important thing that we have to think about here, and that's how we're going to start making jiu-jitsu a lot more effective. If he provides a roadblock, it's not up to you to be a bull and smash through the roadblocks. It's more a matter of finding the next step. And whatever Sven's going to give me, whatever your opponent's going to give you, it's going to be the easier way. Okay? And that's how we're going to get more effective. That's how you're just going to get on point. How's that, Sven? All good. Thank you, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Bruce.